Top 10 Short 18+ Web Series in Hindi. Web series aimed at an adult audience, those aged 18 and up, are called adult web series. Since you have started reading this, I can safely assume that you are over the age of 18. If you're a young person suffering from chronic ennui, you'll feel like a brand new person after binge watching a few episodes of a hot TV series. After spending over 200 hours viewing web series, we have compiled a list of the greatest adult-oriented Hindi online series. Besides setting the scene, watching these shows might also inspire you to explore new sexual territory. Since movies entered the public consciousness, there has been a never-ending debate about where exactly the boundary should be drawn between pornography and the art and act of intercourse. Many TV shows and films have found success by skirting the ethical lines in the name of delivering a good tale. In India, adult web series typically refers to content that is rated 18+ due to the presence of explicit sexual content, strong language, graphic violence, or a lackluster plot. So here are top 10 short 18+ web series. 1. Sacred Games. This 2018 release contains 16 total episodes. Netflix subscribers can watch this show. It goes somewhat like this. A notorious criminal calls an upstanding police officer named Sartaj Singh. According to the criminal Ganesh Gaitonde, the city of Mumbai will experience a major disaster in 25 days. The cop's life takes a dramatic turn for the worse after receiving this phone call. Hot sequences from this show are the reason it made the cut. Watching this is a requirement. The plot, scenes, conversation, F-bombs, and so on are all fantastic. I don't know under what rock you've been living if you haven't seen Sacred Games by now. This show has revolutionized the Indian web series industry. The occasional S33 Zool act is present in this web series, but otherwise it is appropriate for all audiences. 2. The Bull of Dalal Street. The first season premiered in the year 2020, and there will be a total of 3 seasons, each with 4 episodes. Ullu users will get access to this series. The protagonist of this series goes from extreme poverty to immense wealth over the course of the series. The plot follows a man as he strives to become Mumbai's wealthiest stockbroker. The Bull of Dalal Street, a film based on a true tale that took place in the 1990s, stars Ashmit Patel and Muhammad Iqbal Khan, 2 actors who are well known to fans of Indian television soap operas. The film follows 2 brothers with high dreams as they travel to Mumbai. The narrative traces their journey from homelessness to prominence as Mumbai's leading stock trader. In the upgraded version of 2020, this adult web series is included because, like The Wolf of Wall Street, it features several sexually charged and risky sequences. A good effort was made to recreate a Hollywood story in the Desi genre. 3. Oh, Mother. This 2018 series consists of 6 episodes. You may get it on at a times. This Bengali web series is so good that it has made it onto a list of Hindi web series. It turns out that Saurav, a teenager, accidentally impregnates his girlfriend. His subsequent plight is one of learning to steer his own ship and accepting responsibility for his actions. Oh. In the Bengali web series Mother, the main character, Saurav, is fed up with the constant interference of the female figures in his life, specifically his mother and lover. When he accidentally gets his girlfriend pregnant, he has to start begging his mom for money. His sole supporters are his friend Pablo and EJ, a drug dealer who also happens to be his roommate. You will find a lot of humor throughout the series. It's also a coming-of-age tale, with Saurav maturing into an independent young man. 4. Made in Heaven. This web series presents content that is unique, daring, odd, and insightful. In comparison to other Indian web series, this is undeniably a top pick. The lives, lies, and blunders of wedding planners and best friends Tara and Karen are chronicled in Made in Heaven. The show stood out thanks to its realistic, humorous, and thought-provoking depiction of the Indian wedding circus, as well as its nuanced depiction of problems including adultery, Section 377, wealth disparity, and S33 UAL abuse. This series is currently available to stream on Amazon Prime. 5. Uncensored. When it comes to producing adult web series, altbalaji is among the industry leaders. You may get this 2018 series for mature audiences on the website altbalaji. To avoid becoming too obvious, just add that one twist. As the story opens, Mayank is giving Kyra a ride in his automobile. To pass the time, the two total strangers begin exchanging offbeat S33UAL fantasy tales. In the end, it makes sense that they would shack up in bed for the show's dramatic climax. Who are we kidding if you believe I just spoiled the ending? What else would you anticipate to occur? All of the show's advertised content was successfully presented. 6. Mona Home Delivery. A compelling web series that nails the bleak truth of modern life. Bravely, the author has attempted to tell the narrative of a call girl from her perspective. Mona, the protagonist of this tale, had a harrowing upbringing. Growing up, she resolved that she would not spend the rest of her life in such a precarious position, and instead would utilize her body as a method to support herself and escape. As she travels, she learns that the world does not treat girls like her with enough kindness. These types of people are looked down upon by society. This series premiered in 2019 and is currently streaming on the ullu app. 7. Vert 3N Bhaskar. Altbalaji has made another try with this 2019 release of an 11-episode series that aims to combine the sexually charged story of a sexually inhibited protagonist with family-friendly fare and societal commentary. The protagonist, Bhaskar, is a 26-year-old virgin with a plethora of sexual desires, and the story revolves on him and his attempts to write adult novels. It's a romantic comedy full of laughs and dramatic undertones. You can watch this show on altbalaji. 8. Gandhi Bot. In this online series, we see the scorching tales of rural India's dark imagination. Using Twitter, Sachin Mohite said, "Control me nahi rahenj jazzbot, ek bar shuru hone dijiye Gandhi Bot," director of Gandhi Bot. Knowing what the director is about to say, you may prepare yourself. When this web series premiered, it sent shock waves through the altbalaji community. One of its stars, Anveshi Jain, became Google's most searched actress thanks to the show's massive success, which boosted altbalaji's profile overall. As far as media goes, depicting S33UAL dreams in rural India has been unexplored territory, but that's about to change thanks to a new adult web series. S33UAL fantasies have never been shown as more than merely a taboo in depictions of rural Indian society. Each episode features a new tale and actors, but the show's signature dizziness is always present. The 13-episode series can be found on the website altbalaji. 9. Maya, Slave of Her Desires. This series premiered in 2017 and is currently streaming on MX Player. Sonia suffers a traumatic event which causes her memory loss in a 10-episode narrative. Her spouse investigates her history for clues to a cure and uncovers a stunning discovery. The show makes an honest effort to provide Indian viewers with material that will resonate with them. The story was above average, certainly superior to the vast majority of pornographic web series. The show centers on a girl named Sonia who, after suffering a traumatic event, loses all memory of the preceding 6 months. Her spouse has no choice but to dig into her past for answers in his quest to determine the root of the problem. He learns about Sonia's dark fantasies and strong S33uality. The show's best quality was that it didn't resort to sexual content to draw viewers in. I liked the series because it contained understated undertones about marriage and prejudice. Maya is an excellent choice if you're in the market for a program that manages to be both sensual and logical. 10. Class of 2020. It will be a 32-episode saga that premieres in 2020. This narrative, which can be found on altbalaji, is about a group of youngsters and the issues they face. It vividly depicts the difficulties that young adult companions face as they transition from youth to adulthood. 2 years later, altbalaji published Class of 2019, a sequel to Class of 2017 that followed a similar premise and featured some well-known actors from India's film and television industry, such as Rohan Mehra and Chetna Pandey. The online series follows a group of high school friends at De Nobel. They were forced to deal with typical adolescent issues such as relationship turmoil, sexual impulses, and drug use while trying to make the most of their final years of school. That's it for today. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons. Thanks for watching.